Mike Rowe joins me now. He's the dirty jobs guy. All right, Mike, you've met with data center electricians in Texas. They're under 30 and they're making $200,000 a year. They don't have any college debt. Why do you think that some schools dismiss skilled trades as kind of a consolation prize? Why do they do that?
Two things. The electricians that I met most recently at a data center in Plano were making $260,000 a year. It's true they had no debt, but the most consequential component of that meeting was the fact that all three of them had been poached 3 times in the prior 18 months. That's what's going on in certain parts of the country in the electric game right now. It's like the draft in the major leagues. For the second part of your question, I'll tell you this. 16 years ago this month, I was in D.C. I testified before both houses of Congress about the need for some kind of national effort to reinvigorate the trades. That was the first time I said those words out loud, along with the phrase, we have to stop categorizing an entire chunk of our workforce as people who have won some vocational consolation prize, because that's what we did. When we put our thumb on the scale for one form of education, right, a university 4-year degree, when we said that that was the best path for the most people, we implicitly suggested that anyone with the temerity to embark upon a different path was indeed the proud owner of something second class. That's when the wheels started to come off the bus. I can't believe it's been 16 years, but the chickens have come home to roost for sure.
You know, for generations, we've been sold on one idea, one golden ticket to a great life. You have to go to college. But what if that's not the whole story anymore? The world is changing, the job market is changing, and it's forcing us to ask some really tough questions about what a good job actually looks like today. So let's get into it.
Let's start with a number. $250,000. Now, what do you think that is? The cost of a fancy MBA? The debt from medical school? Nope. That's a salary, an annual salary, for a job you can get without a 4-year degree. That comes directly from Mike Rowe, probably the biggest advocate for the skilled trades in the country. And, you know, the most important part of that quote isn't the $250,000 salary, as amazing as that is. It's the last part. No debt between them. Think about that. While their friends were racking up loans, these folks were out there earning, building wealth from day one. And here's the thing. Those electricians aren't just some lucky fluke. They are smack in the middle of a huge economic reality we're all facing. It's called the 6-figure skills gap. There's this giant disconnect between the jobs that need doing and the people with the skills to actually do them. Right now, as we speak, there are 7 million open jobs in the United States. 7 million. And here's the kicker. The vast, vast majority of them don't require a bachelor's degree. They just require a skill. And this chart, wow, this really shows you why that gap is getting wider every single day. For every 5 skilled tradespeople who are retiring, hanging up their tool belts, only 2 new people are coming in to take their place. I mean, you don't need a fancy degree to see that that math just doesn't work. It's totally unsustainable, and it's creating this massive labor shortage, which of course means a massive opportunity. So while all this opportunity is just exploding in the trades, that other path, the one we've been pushing for decades, has led to a pretty serious financial crisis, which brings us to the $1.8 trillion question. $1.8 trillion. That is the total crushing weight of student loan debt in America. It's a truly mind-boggling number, and it's the price we're paying for this obsession that college is the one and only path to a decent life.
Mike Rowe really just puts it so bluntly here. Just let that sink in for a second. More expensive and faster than healthcare, than housing, than anything. We've basically told millions of people to borrow whatever it takes to get this piece of paper, and then we act surprised that the price has gone through the roof. Of course it did. So how did we even get here? Well, for years, we used skilled work as a threat, right? It was the cautionary tale. We told our kids, hey, you better hit the books or you'll end up fixing toilets. And at the very same time, we made this incredibly short-sighted decision to pull shop classes out of most high schools, effectively hiding these career paths from an entire generation. So we created this massive perception problem.
How do you possibly turn that ship around? Well, one guy has made it his personal mission to change that entire conversation. Let's take a look at Mike Rowe's mission. Through his mikeroweWORKS Foundation, Rowe is basically putting his money where his mouth is. He's not just sitting around talking about the problem, he's actively funding the solution, giving scholarships to people who want to learn a skill that's actually in demand. And his whole philosophy is about more than just knowing how to do a job. There's a reason they're called work ethic scholarships. It's about rewarding those things that used to be common sense: personal responsibility, a good attitude, and just taking pride in your work. All right, so let's get down to brass tacks. Let's really break it down and put these two paths head to head. It's trades versus degrees, by the numbers. I mean, just at a glance, the difference is pretty stark. The trade school path, you can be in your career in a matter of months. It costs way less, and you're often getting paid while you learn in an apprenticeship. The degree path, we're talking 4, 5, 6 years, massive costs, and just piling on more and more debt. Okay, but the hard numbers are what really tell the story here. The cost difference is one thing, but look at that last line, 4-year opportunity. That's the real bombshell. In the 4 years it takes someone to get a degree and go 100 grand in the hole, the trade school grad could be nearly $200,000 ahead. That's a life-changing, almost $300,000 swing. And what about long-term? This chart just demolishes the myth that a degree always means a bigger paycheck. The median salaries for electricians and plumbers are crushing what a lot of graduates with non-STEM degrees are making. And remember, that's without the 30 or 40 grand in debt payments every year. And hey, this isn't just some made-up stuff. This is from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. The official government data says it all. Faster than average job growth, and wages that are way above the national median. The numbers don't lie. But wait, there's a really modern twist to this whole story. Something that's on everybody's mind right now. Artificial intelligence. So could a skilled trade actually be the most future-proof career out there? This quote is so powerful because it completely flips the script. All those safe, white-collar, knowledge worker jobs, those are the ones AI is coming for first. An AI can write computer code. It can write a marketing plan, but it can't physically come to your house and weld a broken pipe. In fact, it's the total opposite. The AI revolution is creating even more demand for these jobs. I mean, who do you think is wiring up the giant data centers that AI runs on? Electricians. Who's installing the crazy complex cooling systems to keep those servers from literally melting? Plumbers and HVAC techs. These jobs aren't just AI resistant, they are AI essential. And the scale here is just staggering. Over the next decade, just to keep up with new technology and retiring workers, the US needs 500,000 new electricians. 500,000. That's not just an opportunity, that's a screaming invitation. So here's the bottom line. The old rules are out the window. The entire formula we used to use to figure out a smart career path is being rewritten from the ground up. The very definition of a good job is changing right in front of us. Which leaves us with one last big question to think about. In today's world of insane tuition, crippling debt, and AI that's coming for office jobs, what's actually the smarter investment in yourself? Is it the 4-year degree that everyone told you to get? Or is it a real hands-on skill that the world is desperate for?